Hi all. We are joined with Dash head coach Sam Laity. Please use the raise hand function if you would like to ask a question. Manuel, go for it.
Hey Sam, how's it going?
Very well, Manuel, you?
Pretty good, pretty good. So how's the team looking forward with a quick turnaround from the friendly on Tuesday to tomorrow's game?
Yeah, looking forward to it. Yeah, I mean, exciting. It's always a great place to play, Portland. Obviously, I've got a lot of experience doing that myself. It's probably the one team that I have, as a coach, have competed against the most in my time in the league. So, yeah, we are. Yeah, I mean, listen, if you want to prove yourself in the league, you've got to play against teams like this, and you've got to come to their home base to really get a measure of where you're at. So, yeah, we're excited to see what we can do against them.
And no doubt, Portland Thorns are a threat in their attack line. What advice or what instructions have you given to the team to handle that pressure from their forward line?
Well, I think the main thing is that we play with composure. I think the other part is it's important that we take care of the ball when we have it, and then especially in transition, taking advantage of the advantage in transition, making sure that we don't waste the first pass because there will be opportunities where we'll get the ball off them and we'll set up to get the ball off them in particular areas. But us taking care of the ball when we have it, especially in transition, will be a big indicator of whether or not we can come away with a successful result.
And lastly, for me, there's any player that you were impressed of from Tuesday's match that you're looking forward either to implement for this game or just for the season going on?
We were very impressed with the performance of the rookies. To be honest with you, I think I said this at the time: to make your professional debut against an international team is incredible. I'm not sure that's happened very much. Certainly not in the league. Yeah, we're very impressed by you're asking a rookie to come out. Three of them in particular, asking them to come out and play 90 minutes against a team that is literally littered with the best players available in the country. So very good, very promising. And the thing that was promising for me was that they went through some hard times and they responded well. And I was very conscious of that. There was a couple of times when we thought about maybe taking the player out, giving them a rest, but that was at a point when maybe we were getting a bit stretched and the game was difficult for them. And I wanted to keep them in to work them through that instead of taking them out of the fire. Let's let them work through it and see how they handle it.
Thanks, Manuel. Yeah, go for it.
Hi Sam, how you doing?
Yeah, good mate. You?
Not too bad. How's it being back in the Pacific Northwest again?
It's definitely chillier, that's for sure. Which is I'm all right with that. It's a nice little break from Houston, but yeah, it feels good.
Any spots in Portland you're trying to hit up, or kind of things you're trying to smell or take in being back up north?
No, not really. Yeah, I mean, Portland downtown's not great anymore, is it? It used to be. Every time I used to come down here, I used to bring my bike with me. So not those days are long gone. I've got less time on my hands now. So yeah.
First off the bat, any kind of fatigue, injury, new team news coming in? It was obviously great to see some players like Katie and Bob get back on the pitch on Tuesday night. Kind of how's the fitness in the group?
Yeah, obviously, we've had, Michelle Alozi came back from Turkey. It's almost a 20-hour range. It's almost a 20-hour endeavor, right, to get back from Turkey to get to Portland. Havana came from England. Obviously, Soph and Chappie came from France. Sanchez and Di Maria, as they're affectionately known now, came from with us from Houston. Yeah, a lot of players banged up. I mean, I'll be honest with you, there's going to be there are probably 3 or 4 that are going to be a game time decision tomorrow. We're going to have to do some fitness tests in the morning and see how some of these players are. But I would anticipate, probably 2, 3, 4 changes from the team that played against Chicago just because of fatigue and just because of wear and tear and sort of injury prevention.
Everything you just spoke about there kind of really builds this idea that the season really has begun now. Game on Wednesday, game on Saturday, getting back on the road and going to DC as well. What are you saying to the players when it comes to tactic, strategic prep, video, as well as kind of the physical body fitness side? Now, you're coming off this international break. It really feels like this is it, kicking in now for eight weeks or so. We've got a big stretch of everyone needing to kind of get involved.
Yeah, I mean, it's a bit of a cliche, but really focusing on one game at a time. We are not, and I don't think any team actually at the moment in the league has the durability to play the same players in this period. I mean, we've got 5 games in the next, well, we've got 4 games in 11 days, right, including the Mexico game. So I don't think there's any team in the league, especially at this point of the season, Theo. It's so early. Teams don't have a rhythm yet. Players are nowhere near fully fit, right? I mean, if this is towards the back end of the season, you'd probably be looking at a consistent lineup and not changing much, but it's impossible. We don't have the durability to be able to handle that type of schedule. So obviously the idea behind playing the rookies and some of the other players in the game against Mexico was that we gave them an opportunity to start getting some game minutes, because pretty soon here we're gonna have to need them, right? We're gonna use them. Whether we use them against Portland tomorrow sort of remains to be seen. But yeah, we will address each game as it comes. Obviously, you have to think a little bit about the bigger picture. If it's what you consider to be a primary player or one of the players that you consider to be a starter on a regular basis, you're not going to take too many risks for them. If it's the back end of the season, it might be slightly different. But right now, really about managing the load, managing the expectation a little bit. But yeah, trying to, if we can get out of these next 4 games without any serious injuries and we can pick up some decent points and get some solid performances in, then you know what, I think we'll be happy with that. But to answer your question quicker, bit of a cliche, but it really is game by game. And I think this is a slightly different situation because we had so many people coming back, traveling from overseas. We trained this morning in Portland, so a lot of tactical stuff required then. More than you would normally do on a match day -1, but absolutely necessary because the group hasn't seen each other for 2 weeks. So yeah, I mean, really, at this point of the season and having 2 games so close together and players come out and stuff, to get anything out of the game you can.
And final one for me, just last time we did see the Thorns, they absolutely smothered Kansas City, looked really, really good. How important do you think being good under pressure, being press resistant, kind of giving back what they're giving at you is going to be important on Friday night?
Yeah, I mean, I said earlier on, I've been here a lot. I've played against this team in this. I've been to this stadium more than any other stadium in the league over 10 years. And I think if you come here and you're too passive, it's easy for Portland to gain momentum, especially when you get the crowd on their back pushing them. So there will be times when we will have to sit off, but there's other times where we're going to have to go for it a little bit. We're going to have to put them under pressure.
Cheers. Thanks so much for your time, Sam. Good luck tomorrow night.
Yeah, thanks so much.
Thanks, Theo. And looks like that was the last question we had.
Last question? Wow.
Yeah. All right. Thank you all. See you tomorrow after the game.